Hey scientists, Miss Jade here. I wanted to check in and say good morning, happy Monday. I'm not at Santa Cruz Gardens, friends. My home is very close to smoke and fire, and so I'm in Berkeley this week. And I asked some friends nearby if I could come stand in a very special place. It is called the Edible Schoolyard. It's in Berkeley. This is the school garden that I grew up in. This is my middle school, and I wanted to walk you through it today. It's a super special place to be, okay? So I want to show you some to start. We've got some chickens and ducks. They come all around here. Lots of chickens and ducks, friends. Looks like they're munching away at some food, nibbling in the straw. Over here, they're amazing. That's their huge chicken coop. We've got a really big tool shed. Lots of tools and wheelbarrows, labeled. Oh my goodness, friends, look at all these signs. All of the stuff. We got some area for some soil and some trays. Oh wow, some really big compost piles. Huge. Over here, friends, looks like it's a mini greenhouse where they're starting plants and propagating them. So they're separating them into newer plants. Lots of beautiful plants for propagation, starting. Wow, I'm gonna walk through this little area that's a pineapple guava over my head, like a little bridge. Way bigger than our guavas are at Santa Cruz Gardens. Wow. I'm gonna peek this way. My goodness, so the Edible Schoolyard is part of King Middle School. And this garden has inspired so many school gardens across the country and even in other countries. Lots of greens here. This garden is really special. It was started by a woman named Alice Waters, who thought children deserve fresh lunches and access to healthy food. Lots of kale. We have a bunch of rows of tomatoes here, friends. Wow, the strings. Looks like their strategy for holding up their tomatoes are all these strings. What are those? Beautiful sunflowers. Oh my goodness, and I have to show you this. That the Edible Schoolyard has a wood-burning stove for making pizzas, a pizza oven. Wow. More tomatoes. Oop, who recognizes this tree? We have one of these at our school. Persimmons. Wow, this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Remember last week how I showed you that little amaranth that I planted? Look at these ones. There are a bunch of them. How beautiful. I'm gonna make some amaranth grain from those. Wow, these look like penstemon. Oh my goodness, scientists, look at this. What is this? This is like a whole big field. What are these? These are corn plants, amazing. Oh my goodness, and if you look down at the bottom, who do you see crawling up all the corn are some beans, and down below, woo, some squashes. Scientists remember those are the three sisters. They work together. And it looks like at the Edible Schoolyard, they have a whole area of three sisters. How beautiful. Wow, the plants are as tall as me here. This is like a jungle. Wow, look at all those beans. Looks like some kind of scarlet runner beans trellising up. More squashes down below. Oh, and next to me, this plant we learned last week too. Borage. The happy flower. Wow, as I'm coming over here, I see a beautiful meeting place, kind of like our circle, but much larger. For gathering. Wow. I'm so glad that Jeff let me in here today. I saw him working and nobody else is really allowed in. And I told him that I went to the school and he let me come in. Looks like they have these beautiful apple trees that have been trained. So the branches are they've been kind of encouraged to go a certain way to spread out the branches so the apples can have space to grow. And it uses the space wisely. So if you want a flat area, you can have your apple tree up against a space like that. It's called espalier. It's a French word. Espaliered out like that. Whoa, look at these beans, scientists. They are so tall. What do we have here? Oh, Mr. Boyce might make one of these pretty soon. A chicken tractor. You put your chickens in there and then they eat different creatures or plants that are in the tractor, and you can kind of move the tractor around so the chickens can prepare the land and eat the critters and kind of till or turn up the soil underneath. Wow. What a beautiful sight. Wow, scientists, what a large space. So students are also not allowed, and they haven't been here either since March. This is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, so they're only seeing their garden from a distance as well, just like you. This is one of my favorite flowers, scientists. These are called straw flowers. They're really crispy. Can you hear that? Almost like straw. And, oh, interesting. I see that the gardeners and scientists that work here have put some bags around some of the straw flowers. I'm curious about that. Oh, there's a bee. Interesting. Why would you put a bag around a flower? You could send me an email. I'm curious, why would they do that? Share some ideas. Wow, over here, some beautiful artichoke flowers that have gone to seed. Beautiful. Well, scientists, I'm so glad I was able to get in here. I just wanted to show you this beautiful place, and it's an important place for me, and it gives me so much inspiration because it was my first school garden, and it made me want to be a garden educator, and it made me want to work in our school garden so badly. So this place means a lot to me. It was my garden as a student. All right, scientists, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well, taking care of yourselves, and being hopeful and kind, and having a lovely day. And know that I care about you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you again online soon.